Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in his cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah, they're listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Got a good one for you today. I was thinking about on the way in. You know, yesterday was a really, really trying day for me. It was a lot of work yesterday, and I gotten so tired at one point, man. But you know, I mean, I had no one to explain it to. You know, the fellas that travel with me, they just go. You know, they know where I gotta be. They get me in place. You know, blah blah blah. But you know, right about when I'm about to complain about it out loud, I also find all of the incredible reasons that I have to be grateful. And it kind of slows down the complaining a little bit. Now, I'm not saying there are days, man, where I don't verbalize my fatigue, or I don't verbalize my, man, I wish I didn't have to work so hard, or man, but yeah. But when I get through with that, I have so many reasons to be grateful that it does slow it down, you know. And sometimes, the majority of the time, it just flat out stops it, because I end up laughing at myself, because, you know, it's so many things are happening to me beyond my belief, beyond what I ask God for. So there's just some extreme blessings going on in my life. But man, oh man, have I paid. And that's the part I want to talk to you about today. You know, see, a lot of people look at other people and they see what they think is the finished product. They don't realize that all of us, no matter who we are still a work in progress, that I have many flaws, that I have many problems, that I have many situations that come up, you know, just like anybody else. You know, I'm no different from that. You know, life happens for me just like it happens for you. It may happen in different ways, but just like, you know, if something comes up at an inconvenient time for you, it pops up for me. You know, if something happens for me that seems unfair, I know that it's happening to somebody else unfairly. But, you know, I find myself being grateful the majority of the time. I can't say all the time, because I'm a human being, and sometimes I find myself complaining about it all, you know. But I try for the most part to stay grateful, to stay focused, and it allows me to keep the wheels churning. But now I wanna share something with you about your road to success. You know, you've heard me say this probably 100 times now. The road to success is always under construction. It really is. So here's what I want you to expect. On your way to changing, on your way to becoming successful, on your way to achieving your goals, on your way to getting better, I want you to expect many difficulties. Once again, the road to success is always under construction. I want you to expect many difficulties. But here is the deal between successful people and non-successful people. It's how they deal with the difficulties. That's the only difference. It's how you deal with the difficulties, how you handle the setbacks, how well you get up after you've been knocked down. That's happening to all of us. None of us are exempt from that. You're going to fall. You're going to be pushed. You're going to be run over. You're going to be tackled. You are going to be lied about. You are going to have setbacks. That's a part of the journey. But how do you handle them? How well do you handle everything? See, I want you to understand something. When you set out to be successful, here's difficult. P.D. Pablo, who I have probably people wondering, what is he about to quote P.D. Pablo? He had a rap album out called Diary of a Sinner. And it was really, man, my favorite rap album of all time. Because he said some things about his life that I could so relate to. I can't think of the name of the song right now, but there is a lyric, a stanza in one of his songs that says, I had a half a tank of gas, 2 cigarettes, scraping up change in an ashtray. And a voice said, it's only a test of my faith. It said I had a half a tank of gas, 2 cigarettes, scraping up change in an ashtray. But a voice said it was only a test of my faith. Here's the deal. Your faith, which is the belief in things that you cannot see. When you say, I'm going to make it, I'm going to be successful at it, I'm going to finish college, I'm going to achieve my goal, I'm going to be a better husband, I'm going to be a better father, I'm going to be a better wife, I'm going to be a better mother, I'm going to be a better student, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to start doing more for other people, I'm going to help the less fortunate. Whatever you say, when you send that prayer up, when you declare that faith, the devil hears your prayer too. Now, the sad thing about the devil is he's busy 24/7. And he has people that works for him 24/7. There's some imps out there that ain't up to no good. You all know them. You've all run across them. They always putting shade on somebody. They always barking at somebody. They always knocking somebody down. These people, they just busy for Satan. What you got to be careful of is that occasionally you don't become one of those people. See, so when these people, when the devil hears this prayer that you sent up of what you're going to be successful at, then your faith is going to be tested. He got people, man, to come in there and try to knock you off that course so you can get on back to this old woe is me. I ain't gonna ever be nothing. Man, seem like every time I try to get back up, I get knocked right back down. Once he gets you saying that enough times, then he can start implementing some other programs. Come on, man, let's sell this dope. We can't get no job. Now, here you go. You off track. You gone, you other way. Now he got you tied up now to the point where he can get you locked up or he can get you killed and lose your soul. So now he at work, busy, he all day. What you got to be mindful of is that your faith will be tested, that it's going to be difficult to get to where you are. And you got to stay in prayer all the time, talking to your Creator about strengthening you for the journey. You have to be strengthened for the journey. That's all you asking for, because the journey is the journey. You can stop asking God to remove all these problems and these situations, because it ain't going to happen. These are the tests of our faith. This determines how bad you want it. What I'm saying to you this morning is stay focused, stay prayerful, stay on point, get ready for them. Understand that it's just a test of your faith, that your faith will be tested, but you got to stay the course, man. You got to stay the course. It's all right. You will be fine in due time, but you got to give some of this stuff a chance to play itself out, because nothing lasts forever. Ain't no pain forever. All right? I'm just trying to help you with that, because, boy, I'm dealing with it all the time. Stay prayerful. God got help for you. All right? Let's go.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people from all around the world. What you listening to right now? This is the baddest morning show in the land, man. It is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Now listen here. This show is dedicated,
come on now,
to all of you who love to shoot pool.
Oh, man, I really did.
You know what I'm saying?
Boy, yeah, just the love of pool.
And you ain't even got to love it. If you just like every now and then just getting on, you don't care if you on one of them tables that costs a quarter. They don't have them no more except at
they ain't
taverns.
got them no more though.
They're more
taverns.
expensive.
Oh, they got them at taverns. The Drumstick in Cleveland got one.
Yeah, Times Square got
The
one.
what? The what?
Drumstick in Cleveland. They had one. Quarter table.
Yeah, Times Square got one
Yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah, they got them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got them.
Okay.
So that's it. So know that. And today is dedicated to you if you love to shoot pool.
Yeah.
How'd you come up with that?
Well, I don't know. You know, I don't even care if you're an entry-level pool player or you're a stone cold hustler.
Yeah, some hustlers
Or you could
out
be
there.
a trick shot artist. I don't care. I have a particular infinity for the hustlers, though. Smitty's Pool Hall,
Smitty.
Eastway Center, Kent State. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Well, I ate all my groceries was earned in there.
Do you still play? Does anyone on the show play?
Well, I got a table. I don't play nowhere near like I used to.
I don't play till somebody come over.
Me neither. We have a pool table. I like it a little bit.
I go to the lounge and go play. I ain't
Oh,
good.
you mean at the set?
No. This one at the set?
There's one at the
I was
set.
finna say, we got one at the set.
Oh, man.
Hell, I was finna
Ain't
be
nobody told
surprised.
you.
Ain't nobody told me nothing either. Hell, Steve got to go down there.
My favorite thing to do is put the chalk on the stick.
It's an art to that shirt.
Yeah.
Boy, some boys look cool as hell putting that chalk on.
I
What?
love that. I love
That's me,
that.
Junior.
That you are?
Junior, that's me.
It's something about
art
that.
to it.
Yeah, it's something
But
about
the
that.
thing about it, though, when I'm chalking it, I have to talk trash.
Okay, all right.
Talk trash anyway.
But when I'm chalking, though, that's when I'm talking about before I'm getting ready to shoot.
For example.
Oh, I got some trash talk for you. And don't let the pocket I call, don't let it go in, because you got some more problems. Oh,
Now, do you put the other chalk on your hands?
Yeah, I put a little bit of that on there.
A little bit of that.
I use a standard bridge.
Oh, we gotta go play a game with Unc, man. Just see this.
Get your drawers took off.
You say
Now,
that
let's
about
play-
everything.
Let's play 500 a game. Let's do that.
Ain't no problem. You won't have a damn dollar when you leave.
Guess you gonna play one game then, huh?
You're such a hustler.
I know.
500 a game. Let's go. You're not gonna believe how much money your ass gonna make. I promise. We can play on your table too. We ain't gotta come to my house.
Yeah.
We can play at the chateau. What size table you got, Tommy? No, you ain't got the 9.
Why? Because it's too big? Because he's too little?
Yeah.
Because I can't stretch
Walk around
cross.
table standing on
I can't
box.
stretch cross.
Move my box over here.
Yeah. You got to break with the bridge.
All right, we got to go. It's time when we come back for Junior's Truth Be Told. Something funny coming up at 32 after. We'll be back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Junior. Time for Truth Be Told.
Yeah, Shirley, listen
Yes.
up, family. I want to say something. This is very important because I know this is happening to everybody. Truth be told, people who are allergic to food, need to eat with other people who are allergic to food.
What?
If you're allergic to eggs, people who are allergic to food.
You have food allergies.
Yeah, food allergies. Yeah, you need to eat with other people with food allergies. See, I'm tired of this. Look, first of all, say something. Don't wait till we get to the restaurant. I didn't order. My plate get here and you say I can't eat fish. Oh, okay. Where was all this information on the way to the restaurant? Oh, before we got there, you could have been saying something. We done passed 6 other restaurants. Now I didn't order. I can't even stand the smell of fish. Or I'm gonna get your EpiPen out, cause we about to eat. I'm not finna go nowhere else. Yeah, get your pen out, cause you finna have to stick yourself. I'm sorry, cause I ain't got time to be driving, using up all my gas to feed you. Why we gotta keep changing restaurants? Cause you allergic to fish. I'm fine with fish.
You're not allergic.
Yeah, no. Secondly,
so they can't sit across from somebody.
Some people can't smell it. They can't be around it.
They can't be around
it.
it.
All of a sudden, it send them into shock.
Yeah.
I always wonder why you was twitching over there. I ain't know. Should have said something. Let me know. Secondly, stop asking people what's in it. Okay? We don't. It's stew. Everything in it. Can't keep coming out every time we take you somewhere. What's in that? When your ass need, you just ain't gonna eat that. Cause you just need to eat with other people who are allergic to food. That's just taking our time trying to please you.
That's true. I like that, Virginia. I like it.
You're kind of right, man. They should have organizations
they need
for food allergy, especially the people that's allergic to peanuts.
They can't eat nothing. The whole plane can't get no peanuts.
That's
man,
right.
I was on the plane one time. We was getting ready to take off. And I'm sitting in first class, and all of a sudden the dude opened up that side door where the catering come in and got to taking stuff out. And we were already ready to pull off. Come to find out, lady done got on the plane with a little boy that's allergic to peanuts and nuts. He has a nut allergy.
Yeah.
So they came in and took all the nuts off the plane.
What?
Yeah. So now cause I'm hungry. I'm waiting on my little bowl of hot mixed nuts. Yeah. They done took all the nuts off the plane. So they doing this. I don't really pay no attention. So the lady come around taking your order what you want. And I said, I like that. And I said, could I please just ahead of time get the mixed nuts? I'm really hungry. Oh, Mr. Harvey, I'm so sorry. That was the delay. We had to take all the nuts off the plane. There's a little boy on the plane that has a severe nut allergy. Okay, well, wait a minute. Hold on. What that got to do with the other 150?
Steve.
No. Well, his little sick ass can't fly.
Exactly.
Whoa. We got 180 other people on here got a ticket. We can't have no damn nuts. Because little Othorpe is in the back and his... some little rich ass named Bradley, one of them little boys in the back. Because he can't eat nuts.
He can't have nuts.
He can't even smell nuts. Well, he don't need to be on a plane then.
How you function in life like that? You gonna pass by somebody eating some nuts or got some nuts?
I mean, there's people with some really bad nut allergies.
Severe.
Oh, yeah. I have a friend.
I ain't really tripping on that. Just, if you gonna get on the plane, you can't have it take all the damn nuts off.
No, you can't do that.
Because he can't smell nuts.
Pretzels it is.
Smell them? Wow.
Yeah, he can't smell nuts.
So now, if you sit next to him and you open up nuts, he has an allergic reaction. We need to put his ass in a bubble. We need to get his ass a little astronaut suit so he can go and live a little happy ass life.
You wrong for that.
You can't even go into the ice cream truck as a boy. Because half the stuff in there got a nut on it.
Yeah.
Nutty buddies.
Hell, you can't go down to the store. The candy counter, you about to throw up.
All them peppermint patties sitting up there.
Sitting up in here, man.
That don't
Come on.
make sense.
No.
You know what too though? At Tasha's school, you can't send kids to school with nuts and the snacks. They got real strict rules on all that at school of what your kid can eat and have at school. What your own child can have, you can't have all that because another kid might be allergic to it.
My wife Jackie had a relative come by for Thanksgiving and say some little girl was allergic to nuts but what did y'all fry the turkey in? I said peanut oil.
Oh, wow.
Oh, she can't have it. I said, well, then tell her don't eat the damn turkey then. What you talking about?
Cut her some ham.
I'm not changing dinner, though.
Hey, man, we out with a partner. We finished golfing. We going to the Crab Shack.
Yes, sir.
Crab Shack.
Yeah.
He ain't said nothing.
Told you.
He's sitting up there, and his ass talking about he don't eat shellfish. What the hell you think? Where you think we at?
Why did he walk in the crab shack?
So now he up there trying to ask for something else. He ain't got nothing else.
They get crabs.
No, they can take him out the shell.
Yeah.
They can do that for you. But ass is eating crab.
We're not going nowhere else.
I said, Doc, are you for real, man? You know, I didn't even really know the guy. He just went with us. I want to go with you guys, man. These guys are so funny. Yeah, okay, we sitting up in there, man. We all ordered. I got 3 pounds of crab. I'm ready to go. Give me the bill. Yeah. I'm in here talking trash.
Yeah.
We outside. We got cigars. It's on and cracking.
Literally.
His ass sitting up in here. I didn't like nothing about him. He didn't smoke cigars, and his ass couldn't eat shell.
So you didn't like him.
I'll tell you right now, me and you will not be friends.
Yeah, you better take your EpiPen and hold it to your neck like you a hostage. Because I'm telling you right
So
now.
let me ask y'all this: what happens to them when they get around and stuff? What kind of reaction?
Throats can close up. They can break out in hives. Yeah. I mean, it just depends.
Some of it's severe, man.
Yeah.
You can die.
Yeah, some of it's really severe. But this joke we writing ain't about them.
It ain't about none of them. It's the one that don't say nothing.
Well, Tommy asked, as usual.
Yeah, we talking about the ones that don't say a damn thing about it. Ain't say nothing. We all get on the plane now. Now we find out this little boy is little nutty in the back. Can't be around
His
nutty.
name Lil Nutty.
Yeah, I'm sitting up in
Little
here.
Nutty.
I done bought a payday in the lounge.
But they denutted the plane.
Nigga, I took it all off. Can I tell you? Can I tell you? I opened up my payday and ate it.
Yeah. Get nothing about
All
that.
right,
We
listen.
finna find out at 35,000 feet just how sick his little ass is.
All right, up next, Nephew Tommy and his Run That Prank Back. We'll be back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Here we go. Coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Ann will be here with our national news and headlines. But first, Nephew is up with his Run That Prank Back. What you got, Neff?
Limo driver. One more time. Limo driver.
For you, Uncle Steve.
We about to rob a bank, baby. Everybody hold tight. We about to rob a bank. It's the limo driver.
Good afternoon. How can I help you? I'm trying to get Cecil. Yeah, this Cecil. Hey, Cecil, one of my boys gave me your number, man. I'm trying to get a car service for tonight. Okay, listen, this is my personal number. Do you have the main number? Man, I keep calling the main line, but ain't nobody answering. I done called that about 6-7 times. They keep rolling over to to a voicemail or something. Okay, brother. What's your name? My name's Tony. Okay, listen, Tony. I got a customer in the back. Let me get them handled. You got a few moments? I'm at that drop off. Let me get the dough for them and all that. You want me to call you back? Hold the phone. All right? Okay, cool. All right, thank you. Have a good evening. All right, Tony? Yeah, what's up? Yeah, now, you saying you called the main line and you just keep going to voicemail or something like that? I keep calling the main line, but, I know I'm calling at the last minute, dog. I'm trying to get a car for tonight, man. Okay, what you need? Listen, we got the SUV, we got a sedan or two. We got a couple of limos, white or black. What you need? If I could get I guess like a black limousine, be cool. Okay, we got that. What time? Where I'm picking you up? What time? What it costs, for an hour? Because all I need is an hour. Well, it's $65 an hour, but we only do 3 hour minimum. The first 3 hours. 65. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. See, so all I need is an hour, man. Really, like 45 minutes. So, do you think they'll work with me? Well, you can't get them, so you're dealing with me. Let me see. I tell you what. I'll do you for $150, and I'll take care of you. But now I want you to know, I'm going to let them know everything. So I got to have either credit card or receipt or something on the cash to let them know, because I'm not no crooked brother. I'm going to let them know everything that I'm doing. Will that work for you? 150. I can give you 150 when you pick me up. That's no problem then. Where am I picking you up and at what time? All right, I'm at 98 Village Drive. 98 Village Drive. Okay, 98. And where am I taking you, sir? I'm going downtown on Capitol Street. Downtown to Capitol Street. All right. And what time am I picking you up? You could get me like at 11:45 tonight. That'd be good. 11:45. Okay. That's 45 minutes. 2 an hour you're going to need. 11:45. The next is I see 12:45, 12:30, 12:45. Okay, good. Let me see. And downtown Capitol, what? You didn't give me the address. I don't really know the address. I'm going to bank. bank downtown, all right? Right. Can I ask you something, Tony, right? Yeah. I'm not trying to get in your business. No, we don't ask questions usually, but a bank at night's going to be closed. I mean, you're not going to work because I got to take you back. So you're dropping off to somebody, something like that, right? No, I ain't dropping nothing off. I'm picking something up. See, what I need you to do is this right here. I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to be in there probably like about 15 minutes. But when I come out, man, I need you to have the car running, and we need to get out of there. Wait a minute. You asking me to run you down to a bank at midnight, and you picking something up at midnight, and I got to be ready to go when you come out. Me and my boys, when we come out of there, when we get back in the back of the limo, I need you to put the pedal down, man, and let's get out of there. Look here, young brother. Well, how old are you, man? I'm 24. Yeah, that's what I figured. Look here, man. It sounds like you're into some kind of shading. I don't do that, brother. Hold up, man. Yo, you a driver, dog. Your job is to drive. If you pick somebody up, first of all, you ain't supposed to be asking nobody where they going, what doing. You're supposed to drive. Okay, let me stop you. What I'm telling you is, man, once we come out the bank, drive. Let me stop you. That's why I'm driving. Instead of working somewhere else driving, because I was ignorant like you at one time. Now, let me tell you something, brother. I don't know your business and really don't care at this point in time. I'm not doing no crazy like this here. Brother, let me tell you something, man. What you need to do is get your young into some type of training school or something to find yourself a job. You going to go down there and going to blow your brains out. I ain't really trying to hear all this right here. What I'm trying to do is pay you this $150. You drive me where I'm trying to go, and you bring me back to my apartment. Brother, you can't get right now, not even no advice. You need to listen to me. That's what's wrong with you young now. Y'all crazy. Get rich right all overnight type. Boy, you need to slow down because they got some. You feel me? They got some. Man, hold on, man. Hold up. What you know? You don't know nothing. You don't know me at all. I don't need to know you, brother. Well, how you going to be preaching to me, dog? Because I've been there, man. That's why I'm driving a limo. Because I've been there. Young brother, I'm trying to keep you from going there because you won't like it. Look at Tony, I don't know what to tell you at this point. First of all, I'm not doing it, so you can cut that out, okay? Now I'm thinking of you and all the other young brothers that do this dumb. You watch too many of them movies or something. Brother, you need to get your straight because they got a place for you. Bro, let me tell you something. They read my offer, I read it. Anything my mama told me, they didn't want me to know, they cut it out. Do you feel me? They looked at me every night when they wanted to. Fed me garbage that I had to eat or die. You ain't ready for that, man. You ain't ready for why think he got your name. You brothers don't know what's going on out here. You got it too easy. See? Now you talking about going down there robbing the bank. You ain't no bank robber. You don't sound like no thug over with a limo. The way you going, you ain't making nothing because they will blow your young away about their paper. You don't understand that. And you so ain't ready for no jail. Can I say one more thing to you? Yeah, what is it? All I want to do is tell you this, that I'm nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. And your boy Cordell got me to prank phone call you. I don't give a who you are. If you around with them folks downtown, they're going to blow you. They're going to give you 100 years under the jail. Did you feel me, brother? Did you just hear what I just said, though? But you said something about, well, my partner, you know, No. I said I'm nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your boy, another driver, Cordell, got me to prank phone call you. Nephew Tommy. Oh, you mean Steve Harvey on the radio? No, man, no. Are you serious, man? Hey, Cecil, your boy Cordell got me to prank phone call you, man. Ooh, I'm gonna get that. Man, you lit my fire, man. Don't you know that? I'm in my fight mode. Fight power. He said, be careful. He said, Big Cecil, he been down there. He done some time. Yeah, been there. All right, man. Calm down, baby. Calm down, man. I got one more question to ask you, man. What's the baddest radio show in the land? I won't say Nephew Tommy, but Steve Harvey Morning Show. I got you, baby. Me and your boy Cordell got you. Yeah, well, I'm going to get him. If I ever meet you, brother, I owe you one, too.
Y'all got to be real, though. That's how you rob a bank, in a limo. If you going to rob a bank, I shouldn't say that, huh? Okay.
Hell no.
You're giving out criminal
If you're going to rob a bank, you should rob it in a limo. First of all, once the limo driver find out like the one did in this prank, that's what you up to, it's going to be hard to get a limo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, tell us about the play.
Macon, Georgia
Please.
tonight, Shirley.
Yes.
I am in Macon, Georgia. It's me, it's Johnny Gill, it's Robin Givens, it's Jack A. Harry, Shirley Murdoch. As we lay, Uncle Steve, we are in the hit stage play, Mama's Boy, Macon, Georgia tonight. Biloxi.
Oh, I thought you said the play was named Ashley.
No.
Mama's Boy. He
That's
said
one of your
Shirley
favorite
Murdoch
songs.
as we lay, Uncle Steve, like that.
Your jam, your
Uh-huh.
favorite.
Yo, jam.
That's your favorite song?
Of all time.
You love her with that song.
I love Shirley.
Yes.
But that song right there,
Girl can
I just can't stand it.
Because it happened.
Because it happened to me. Man.
Yes.
How come you didn't wake me up? Because you look so peaceful. Do I look peaceful right now to you? You see the look on my face, how I done woke up and realized that the sun is up? Do I look peaceful to you?
Well, you did last night. All right, Miss Ann is coming up next with our national news. And, whoo, the president has had a really rough week. We'll be back.
He don't care.
We'll be back. We'll be back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
President Trump has had a bad week. I know you say he doesn't care, Steve, but listen to this. Okay, the rescinded invitation to the Golden State Warriors to visit the White House. That was a problem. War with the NFL, another thing. The repeal of Obamacare, not happening. And he got called out about his lack of response to Puerto Rico. It's just, what is this? It's just Thursday, okay? And he got called out, like I said, about his lack of response to Puerto Rico. It seems like he spent this entire week tweeting about the NFL instead of helping the people in Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria. Now we hear the president is angry about the Alabama runoff election. Senator Luther Strange was endorsed by President Trump. Remember this? He went down to Alabama,
Oh, I remember
all
that.
of that. Yeah. He lost to, Strange lost to Judge Roy Moore in a runoff election for the Alabama Senate seat, once held by Jeff Sessions. Now, this is, attention, Steve Harvey Nation, okay? Stay woke.
Hold
Stay
up,
woke.
listen
Stay
to
woke.
this though.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that won, Judge Roy,
Roy Moore.
was backed by
Yeah,
Steve Bannon.
Yes,
Yes.
Bannon.
That's what I said. Stay woke.
Mhm.
Yep. Yep.
Yes, he was.
Hey man, this is crazy.
Oh, it is.
And but did you see Trump on TV talking about, but while the guy was standing there,
Yeah.
right after he endorsed him,
If I'm
you know,
wrong,
you
I made
know,
a
this could be a
mistake.
bad move for me because if he loses,
I make a
it's going to be Donald Trump doesn't push another politician over the line. It'll just all come on me. This is what he was saying this week. I was looking at this guy going, man, he's not going to be presidential.
yeah, he's just not. And this was Mitch McConnell's pick, and Mitch McConnell, now President Trump is mad at Mitch McConnell. I mean, it's just like one thing after another. But he still has to run a runoff in December, Judge Roy Moore, who the president kept calling Ray Moore. By the way,
Rudy Ray Moore.
yeah, he kept calling him Ray Moore. Anyway, he has a runoff against a Democrat coming up in December.
Y'all need to
So
vote in
this-
Alabama.
You know
Yeah,
what I
we
like?
need
You
to
know what
vote.
I do like about
need to
Donald
vote.
Trump, though?
What?
What's that?
You know what I do like about him? He got about the same vocabulary I got.
No, yours is better.
Yeah,
He got a
yeah,
better
yeah, yeah.
vocabulary.
Yeah.
Yours is better. Don't
He's
even.
actually the
great.
president with a 22-word vocabulary.
Yeah. It's going to be really great. Really big.
It's going to be really terrific.
Yeah.
This is
And
so
huge.
good.
Yeah.
Huge and
big.
You
major.
know,
Yeah.
they're so good. You know, they got no arms and
Amazing.
legs. They were
They got
just
no
so.
foot.
No, that's what he said. They were so good. You know, they've got no arms and legs. They were just. But this is the same president that was doing an impersonation of a handicapped person,
Oh, yeah. On
Disabled.
His,
a disabled
camp-
person. I mean,
Campaign trail.
I mean, wait a minute, man. If I do that joke on my TV show, you have any idea what would happen?
Oh, you wouldn't have a TV show.
You'd be
No.
fired.
But
In his
it's
words.
crazy, man. And then, like what he said about the football players, you should fire them. You're fired. Look, man. This ain't a game show. Doc, this is real life. And I'm sitting here, and I've realized this guy's 71, 70.
71.
He's never been a servant. He's always had money. he doesn't understand people who don't have money. There's no concept of the real struggle. His struggle is how to get stuff financed. Our struggle is how to get stuff. Period. That's a huge difference, folks. That's a huge difference.
Yeah.
And this guy is the president, and he's never been a servant, so he has no idea how to lead because he's never been a great servant.
He's very emotional, very petty, too.
Yeah.
All right, Steve, let's move on. Introduce Miss Ann, please. with our
Ladies and
national-
gentlemen, she's here, the lovely, the talented, the informative, well-spoken Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. This is Ann Tripp with the news, everybody. And yes, there is a lot to say and a lot to tell about what's been going on with the president and with other people. First, let's start out with Indiana. Yesterday, President Trump announced the new GOP plan to overhaul the federal tax code. He says it's simple and it's fair. It calls for lower taxes for businesses, especially corporations, along with getting rid of the estate tax. That's the one that involves estates worth more than $5 million. It also calls for the elimination of most itemized deductions while keeping the most popular ones like mortgage interest and charitable contributions. That's one side of the matter. The other comes from Democratic Senator Charles Schumer, who says it's merely a massive windfall for the wealthy.
The biggest winners will be the everyday American workers as jobs start pouring into our country and as wages start going up.
Under this plan, the wealthiest Americans and wealthiest corporations make out like bandits, while middle-class Americans are left holding the bag.
So that's both sides of the argument there. We'll see how things play out on Capitol Hill. The hospital ship Comfort has been dispatched to Puerto Rico as medical officials in San Juan say they've been operating in crisis mode in the wake of Hurricane Maria, with only emergency power for doctors struggling to provide medical care there. Meanwhile, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, Mark Cuban, has loaned his team's plane to player J.J. Barea so Barea can fly supplies into PR. By the way, this is just the latest example of the assistance that the multi-billionaire Mark Cuban has been giving to communities around the country. He does a lot of good. By the way, the man who made his business planting a bunch of fake news stories about Hillary Clinton during the presidential campaign is dead. Paul Horner, who claimed credit for Donald Trump's win, found dead this week in Phoenix at age 38. Horner's family said he had a history of abusing prescription drugs. People still taking a knee in places off the gridiron. Case in point, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee on the House floor.
I kneel in honor of the First Amendment. I kneel because the flag is a symbol for freedom. I kneel because I'm going to stand against racism. I kneel because I will stand with those young men, and I'll stand with our soldiers, and I'll stand with America.
Eugene the Butterfly coming up 20 minutes after the hour. Stay tuned to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, please introduce the butterfly.
Come on, Steven.
Eugene.
No, that's not it. Come on, do more. Like J. Anthony.
Butterfly.
That's not good. Junior.
Put your hands together. Everybody, it's the butterfly, baby. Do you want that?
See, that's how you flap me up in here, Steven. Just like that. That's how you flap me.
Hey,
Thank you.
butterfly, flutter, flutter.
Hey, Shirley. Hey, Carla. Hey, Junior.
Hey, you
Steven. Tommy. Good morning to
You
everyone.
did say flap you, didn't you?
What's up, man? Yeah, that's how you flap me. Anyway, it's National Beer Day. So today, I don't really drink beer, but it's National Beer Day. Everybody have a drink of beer today. Ale or whatever you want to
But
say.
you got the stomach for it.
Are you saying it's a beer gut?
You trying to say I got a beer belly? Do I have a beer belly?
Yeah, I thought you did.
So it's even me, I'm thinking this, me, you, and Junior, and Tommy can get together, have some cigars, and drink a beer.
I'm good.
What do you mean?
I'm good.
I stopped smoking.
You always smoke cigars.
Smoking
Yeah,
cigars.
when did that happen?
We'll be
Today?
back. We'll be back tomorrow. Today, though.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you don't want to smoke a cigar, that's fine. We'll just sit down and have a beer, a Corona, or a Heineken.
I know a bunch of old people you can go have an old Milwaukee with. You can go have that with them.
Shirley and Carla, have y'all had a beer?
I'm not a beer
Never?
drinker. Root beer, but
I've had
that's
beer.
it.
Yes, I've had beer.
I'm not a beer drinker.
What kind,
Corona.
Carla? Corona. With the lime in it?
Yep. Corona light.
With some salt on it.
With some nachos. I like it with
See there? So, Steven, we could do something like that. Get some nachos and some beer and have a good time.
I
'Cause
don't
it's
drink
national.
beer. You drink.
It's just for one day.
Okay. So come on.
That's a no.
He's not doing it. Yeah, let's go, butterfly.
Let's move on.
It just bothers me that I'm always trying to connect with him, but it's no connection.
You'll find
you know
something.
Do you know how much the psychiatrist has cost me to try to get our relationship together?
A lot.
At least $300 every time she comes on this radio and talk to us and try to get us together.
Stupid then, because there ain't nowhere in here. I'm not investing a quarter.
But it's therapy, Steve. It's good.
I don't need none. I'm fine without it.
We've had 4 sessions. That's $1,200. So you really actually owe me $600.
No, because I didn't ask for the therapy.
But
I don't even need it.
You guys do need it. You do.
The two of us need therapy.
Yeah, you need it, Steve. Honestly.
You don't never want to do like. What if we went to got a massage together? Just something where we could get away and relax, and then go in the steam room and the whirlpools and stuff like that. Would you whirlpool with me?
I wouldn't carpool with you, sir. Where we at?
There has to be some common ground.
There has to be something,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to find something, Shirley.
Yeah.
But I think a whirlpool, all three of me, him, and Junior in a whirlpool would be great.
I like boxing.
Oh, okay. All right, we got to go. Thank you, Butterfly, as always.
How about that?
We come back from the break at 34 after. Steve would like to thank some people for some of their inventions.
Okay.
All right, we'll be back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. You have a segment called I Don't Know Who Invented It, but I'd sure like to thank them.
Well, I'd like to start this off, and we're going to alternate, but I'd like to start this off with the guy that invented the salt shaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put salt in.
Because if I had to get my salt off of a block, licking it like a deer out in the backyard, that would bother me. I'm so glad they put it in a damn shaker. That was ingenious. A salt shaker. That way, I ain't got to use the box with the little white girl on it with the raincoat. Because it just pour too much out. It's a spout. Somebody made the shaker. Thank you.
All right, I got one. Whoever took that root beer and poured it over that ice cream and made that float, greatest invention in the world. Right there. A&W root beer over ice cream. Yes, Lord.
A root beer float.
Yes, sir.
Junior?
Glad they did.
All right, I tell you what, I would like to thank the person who was the first one to say, I'm going to whoop your ass. Because I've been using that with my nephew for the last 15 years. And it is working. I'm telling you. I didn't know I was going to need that, but that is important. Whoever was the first said that.
I'd like to thank the person that came up with the term sugar honey iced tea. But I can't tell you how many times it has came through for me. Ain't this some sugar honey iced tea?
And it felt
And it has meant so much to me throughout the years. Thank you, man. Because, ain't that some manure was not cutting it.
It was not getting it.
Ain't that some caca? That ain't it. Ain't that some poop?
No.
No, that don't work.
No, that don't work.
Yeah.
That don't work.
That's a good one, Steve.
Okay, check this one. The first slave that took them chitlins out that hog and said, you know what, we're going to figure out something with this right here. I'm going to clean this up real good and see what I can do with it. I ain't going to lie. I'll be back. Y'all give me a minute now.
Really?
I don't really tell me.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
Y'all give me a minute. I'm going
to come back
to
with
go
something.
through about 3-4 hogs, but I'm going to come up with something.
When I come back, I tell you what I like. I would like to thank the person who kept the grease and put it in the can on the stove.
Come on, boy.
I like to thank them because that second back of fish is always better than that first. Boy, you be crunching. I like to really thank them.
Okay.
I said, I'm not throwing this away. I don't know what made them say it, but I'm not throwing this away. Put that in a Crisco can and let's just hold on to it. I don't know who said that, but thank you.
I love it.
Yeah. I want to thank whoever came up with running shoes. Because pimps was wearing gators out at an alarming rate. Thank you. You know how hard it is to watch people walking them ran over platforms and stack heel shoes? Thank God somebody came up with a running shoe. This is my invitation to my boy Peanut. We were standing on the corner one day, and this was Peanut running from the police.
You gonna get caught. You gonna get caught.
But the sound is clear, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That when he got tired.
Okay.
I don't know who invented
Oh, sugar, honey, ice cream.
How about this one? That bottom TV only got volume. Whoever put that other TV on top that only had picture, right there. The picture from the bottom, the sound is from the top. Vice versa. Whoever came up with it and put that TV on top of that other, I bow down to you. Because it's in every household across the country.
That's good looking out.
Hey, that's good looking out.
That's how you
Last one.
Come on.
Whoever came up with protect. So when you go to jail, you ain't got to be out there with everybody else. If your ass is a little chump, a little half sissy, get your ass on into protective custody and don't have to worry about regular prison life. Thank you for protective custody.
Okay. I don't know who invented it, but I'd sure like to thank them. Coming up next, the nephew's prank phone call. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's today's Strawberry Letter. You do not want to miss that. But first, here is the nephew with his prank phone call for today. What you got, Neff?
Enhancement, Shirley.
Now, what is that?
If you're going to work around here,
What does that mean?
we're going to need your top to be right now. We need you to enhance that thing.
Oh, God.
Huh? Y'all, you and Carl is cool. Y'all straight. Y'all straight.
So who is this for then?
You
it's just
know.
It's just listen here then.
You can't say that.
I can't say y'all cool.
No. Man,
Y'all, Monica offended or something? What is wrong?
your wife, boy.
Oh,
That's the single man.
God, he get most of
Hello? Hello, I'm trying to reach LaShonda. LaShonda, please.
This is she.
Hi, LaShonda. It's Bill from Human Resources.
Human resources of.
Here at Group. You've been here with us for a year now.
Oh, yes. Hi. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Listen, you actually had an evaluation because you completed your first year, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. How is everything in the work environment? You feel comfortable?
Oh, yes. Everything is great. I enjoy my employment here, and I don't have any issues with anybody.
Okay.
I've maintained a professional friendship.
Good deal. Good deal. How do you feel about your physical appearance in the office? How do you feel about that?
The physical appearance in the office. We could use some paint in the office. Is that what you mean?
Well, I mean your actual physical appearance, your attire. Are you comfortable with yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Am I comfortable with my physical appearance?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, here's something that LaShonda, I wanted to reach out to you about that came from the higher ups. Would you be willing to actually change to enhance your breast size?
Hi, I'm sorry. I didn't hear the last question. What'd you say?
I said, would you be willing to enhance your breast size?
My breast size?
Do you think you would have a problem getting your breast enlarged?
You calling from Human Resources?
I'm Bill here in Human Resources, yes.
Okay, and you're asking me about my breast size?
Yes. I'm asking you, do you mind, would you mind getting them enlarged? What the higher ups feel is that it actually beautifies the entire work area.
And really, I don't care what the higher ups feel or how whomever feels about my breast size. That's really inappropriate. Very inappropriate. I'm sorry, what's your supervisor's name? William,
No,
what's your
my name, I'm William.
You're William, and you're calling me, asking me about my breast size, right? Correct? Is that what you're asking me? Is that what you're asking me?
LaShonda, listen, calm down a minute. Listen,
No. There's no calm down a minute. This is very inappropriate.
Okay.
Very inappropriate. What does my breast size have to do with my employment? How is that? I don't work for Hooters. This is not. Are we Hooters now? Really?
No. Well, listen to me. If you look around the room, when you get to work, you'll notice that Most of the girls have had theirs enlarged, and it's really been.
Are you right now? Are you me? Look around. What are you? First of all, I'm not looking and going to work and looking at other women. That's number one. Number two, why are you calling me from Human Resources asking me to look around? That's really ridiculous. Is it not? Are we not professionals?
We are professional, but what we're trying to do
William
is...
William Bill is your name?
No.
Who's your supervisor?
Okay, you know what? Why don't we do this? Let's start over, and let me try to give you a
Why
little
don't we
bit.
do this? Who is your supervisor? Because first of all, I've never heard of a William Bill or whomever you say you are.
It's William. They call me Bill for short.
William.
William.
Because you're calling me like really inappropriately, and you're being really nasty right now. This is ridiculous.
LaShonda, we're gonna pay for half of this.
Are you serious right now? You know what you're gonna pay for? You're gonna pay for a whole lot because I'm about to press charges on you. One, for harassment, and two, the company will be. Who's your supervisor?
Well, now it doesn't matter. It does not matter who my supervisor is.
No, it does matter who your supervisor is because I'm quite sure they do not approve of you calling around trying to get people to. And there's nothing wrong, first of all, with the way I look. There's nothing wrong with the size of my breasts.
You don't agree that they're.
Don't complain about the way I look.
You don't agree that they're small. You don't agree to that.
This is the way God made me. I don't have to have big breasts. It don't matter what I look like as long as I'm doing my job. Like, are you serious right now?
I don't understand why there's a problem even thinking about taking on the issue. You know
what
I mean?
Are you serious right now? You serious?
I'm very serious.
You know what? It don't have to be an issue because I know what Human Resources is. Like, you calling me on some real dumb right now, talking some breast size. We gonna see how big your be after we beat the out of you. You understand that? You get that? Because when my man gets to see who is calling me, asking me about my damn, you know what?
You know what, LaShonda, I think you're taking it the wrong way. I think you're taking it.
We don't even need to talk no more. We don't even got to talk about. You understand that? We have nothing to talk about, Bill. Just understand this. You done set yourself up with the right. You done set yourself up with the right. I'm telling you that right now. Understand that. Please know that. Please know that you dialed the right number. Monday morning, 9 o'clock. I need for you to be at Human Resources. Understand that?
I will be here at Human Resources.
Be there, and I will be there, and my man will be there, and we'll talk about when we get there. Keep running your mouth, and know this: that this conversation is going to get put out there, and everybody going to know about this organization, this company, and I'm suing the out of y'all. You understand that?
But why do you continue to?
What do you mean why? No, there's no why, nothing. Understand that. You heard what I said, right?
I'm hearing what you're saying.
William Bill, you had no idea who you with. You understand that? But you will know on Monday. I promise you that.
That's cool with me. That's cool. All that's cool with me. You have no idea. You dealing with nephew. You don't even know that.
You had no idea who you with. You need to watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, bro.
You need to know you're dealing with nephew Tommy. You need to know that.
What? Hello?
LaShonda, hello?
Hello?
LaShonda, this is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Right now? Are you kidding me right now? Come Monday morning. I was going to Human Resources.
Okay, I gotta ask you something. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Clearly, the Steve Harvey Morning Show with nephew Tommy.
Everybody enhanced around here?
Oh, God.
We just told you.
Ooh, there's some enhancements out here on this tour now. Lord have mercy. Mama's boy, I'm sorry. Tonight, Macon. Tomorrow, Biloxi. And then Jackson, Mississippi on Saturday. Get your tickets. They on sale at all Ticketmaster outlets. You can come enhanced or not enhanced. I don't care. Come on, come see your boy act a fool.
Who's in the play?
Johnny Gill, Robin Gibbons, nephew Tommy, Jackie Harry. The beautiful Shirley Murdoch is in there. Oh my God, absolutely.
Junior, you know what I've discovered? Tommy, you know what I've discovered about Junior? Junior love everybody you know.
Yeah.
You say Robin Gibbons, he start whispering. You say Janet Jackson, he start whispering.
Man.
Tony Braxton the other day when she was on with us.
But see, I ain't know do all these people, and they like really know him.
Yeah.
She reached over and touched Junior.
I thought it was over.
Tony.
He embarrassed me so damn bad.
I thought it was over. That's the finest woman ever touched me.
What is you twitching for?
He said the finest woman. The finest woman that ever touched me. Come on,
You know who I saw? I couldn't even make eye contact with?
Who?
Nicole Murphy. Woo! I couldn't make
she's
eye
beautiful.
contact.
Well, that's because she's tall.
Hey, see that, Shirley? You go too far.
She's beautiful, but she's very tall.
I can make eye contact with her, but I'm scared to because I'm afraid it'll lock.
All right, listen, thank you, nephew. In about an hour, Sister Odell will be in the built, according to Tommy. But coming up next, we'll tell you all about the head of the DEA. He is leaving, plus the strawberry letter is on deck. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up next, today's crazy strawberry letter. You do not want to miss that. First, though, according to the New York Times, Chuck Rosenberg, the acting head of the Drug Enforcement Administration, the DEA, has reportedly grown increasingly frustrated with Trump's lack of respect for the law and his policies. So Rosenberg is leaving. Rosenberg was appointed to his post back in 2015 by President Obama. And speaking of the president in other news, Mr. Trump says the U.S. is totally prepared for a military option against North Korea. That's called a military option. If we have to take it, we will, Trump said at a joint press conference with the Spanish Prime Minister. Trump added it was time for the world to isolate the North Korean menace and dictator Kim Jong-un for behaving very badly. He called on all nations to act now to ensure the regime's denuclearization.
Denuclearization.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
So folks are resigning on President Trump.
Yeah, because this.
So when he get through being president, he can't go to a football game, a basketball game. He can't do nothing. Don't nobody want him.
Dog, ain't no teams gonna be able to come up there. Ain't no more winning the championship and going to the White House.
That's over.
Oh, that's over with.
First, how he did Stefan, he uninvited him.
But he wasn't going.
And Stefan said he wasn't going anyway.
Can't uninvite me, I ain't going.
Talk about tit for tat.
You got folks in your cabinet and folks in
it's
DEA resigning. And
But seriously, it's people at the White House going,
still got his base.
hold up, dog. When you finna meet Steph Curry?
Exactly, Steve.
Yeah.
There's people working at the White House going, Steph ain't coming.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell? I told my kids Steph was coming up here. I was going to get him to sign the jersey.
Nope.
No.
I know his orange ass ain't saying Steph ain't coming up here. George Lopez had the best joke on Celebrity Family Feud.
What did he say?
He said, Donald Trump is so orange, my uncle tried to pick him.
I love it. Get ready.
Yeah.
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, your strawberry letter.
Subject out of control. Dear Morning Show, I am an African-American female in my late 20s, and I am currently in a relationship with a Puerto Rican male in his early 20s. We have an awesome relationship. We get along like best friends. We often sit around and laugh and joke with each other for hours. We have real conversations, and we just enjoy each other's company. He's very attentive to my needs and wants, and the sex is absolutely explosive. Our only problem is that he is a bit too controlling. He has to know where I'm at, what I'm doing, what I'm wearing, and who I'm with at all times, and it's beginning to pluck my nerves. I've never been the type to allow a man to clock my every move, and I don't feel like I should start now. When he's not with me, he's calling and texting me, seems like every minute of the day and night, to the point that I have to actually cut off my phone sometimes just to get some rest. He even finds the time to text me or call me during all of his breaks when he's at work. Sometimes he spends his entire lunch hour talking to me on the phone instead of eating. In 1 hour, I have once received as many as 30 text messages from him. He's out of control. When I leave for work at night, he wants me to send him a picture from my camera phone so that he can see what I'm wearing. And he has even gone so far as to show up at my house as I was leaving for work just to see what I had on. I don't understand why he does this. When I question him about it, he has no answer and acts as if it's no big deal. But clearly this is becoming a big problem. Now I've been told by my friends whom are also Puerto Rican that Puerto Rican men are controlling and possessive. I'm not sure if that's just how Puerto Rican men are. I've dated a few others in the past, but not enough to know. Or if he just has issues of his own that he needs to get a handle on. Please help. I'm crazy about this guy, but this relationship won't last if he continues with this madness. Don't know what to do.
Platanos and collard greens.
Okay. That is true. You know, dear, don't know what to do. The word that comes to mind is stalker. You know what? This is just too much. Your man is jealous. He's insecure and, yes, controlling. Of course, this would get on your nerves. It could get pretty scary, too. You know, him just showing up at your job and stuff.
What you got on?
Yeah.
What do you say, Tommy?
What you got on?
Send me a picture. You say you get along like best friends, so tell your best friend to back it up. Okay? Tell him it's not normal to run somebody down like he's running you down in this relationship. Relationships have to be built on trust. I know there are cultures where men are very dominating and domineering. I don't know that to be the case with Puerto Rican men, but this guy has all the signs of a stalker. You know, he just does. Trying to control someone like this is major. I think you really need to look at him for the control freak that he is. Consider your safety and your well-being, and let someone in your family know what's up, you know, just in case something goes down, and we certainly don't want that to happen. Steve?
Let me swallow this, because you ain't going to believe mine.
I can't wait for it. I know that.
African-American female in her late 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Puerto Rican male in his early 20s.
Yeah.
Right, papi?
Late 20s, early 20s.
Yeah.
Already, when you're talking women and men, when the woman is older in the 20s, she is much older.
Right.
Yeah.
This ain't like you 39 and he 35 where it start balancing out. You 29, he 21.
Big difference.
Yeah.
But let's just shut this whole letter down.
Okay.
Come on.
Here's your whole problem, sister. Did you not say that the sex is absolutely explosive?
There it is.
Could be a
One
problem.
more time. Did you not say that the sex is absolutely explosive?
She said it.
Explosive.
Pow, boom, pow.
Firecrackers, fireworks.
That's a major word.
There goes your whole problem right there. You have an explosive sex. Now he sprung.
Okay.
Now he following around looking for you in the daytime with a flashlight. He want to know what you got on, where you going, who you doing it with. Show me a picture, take me. Let me see you what you got on. He's sweating you like a hostage.
Don't stop, get it.
So now you want to know what your problem is. Your problem is y'all having explosive sex.
I'm sure that could be a problem.
My suggestion to you is fizz it out a little bit.
Slack up.
Put a little, take some of the explosion out of it. Do a little Alka-Seltzer sex.
Cut back
Plop,
on the
plop,
cookie.
fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. But as long as you have an explosive sex, please know when I come back, I will tell you what's about to follow now.
Yeah, he's scary.
No.
I want you to tell me what explosive sex is.
12 after. We'll be back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Don't forget today at 1:30 p.m. That is today at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be on Facebook Live for the Strawberry Letter Live After Show. You can find me at My Girl Shirley or Shirley Strawberry Live. We'll be on Facebook. Come and join us, please. But right now, Steve, let's get to part 2 of today's Strawberry Letter.
That is about one thing.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? An African-American female in her late 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Currently in a relationship with a Puerto Rican male in his early 20s.
Talk.
She seems to think that he's a bit too controlling.
Yes.
He has to
Come on,
know
Pastor.
Is this a sermon?
where I'm at all
love
the
it.
time.
Come on here now.
He want to know what I'm doing and what I'm wearing.
That's right.
Who I'm with at all times, and it is beginning to pluck my nerves.
Take your time, Pastor.
Yeah. When at work, in an hour, instead of eating, he's talking to her on the phone.
Don't want no food no more.
Sometimes it's been as many as 30 text messages.
Too many.
30 text messages on a lunch break.
Well,
29 too many.
I have not text message on my phone 30 times since I had the phone.
Okay.
Do you see a problem here?
Yes, Pastor. Yes.
It says as I read on that he has gone so far as to show up at my house when I'm leaving for work just to see what I had on.
Now, what is that about, Pastor?
That is fantasizing. That is high level. That is Mononocolo fantasizing.
That is what?
Mononocolo.
What is that, Pastor?
That's a combination of a Hawaiian hello and a black stomp. There's a Mononocolo type thing going on here.
Okay.
Now, she's been told by friends who are also Puerto Rican.
Okay.
PR for short.
PR for short.
That Puerto Rican men are controlling and possessive.
All right.
And she says that she's not sure if how Puerto Rican men really are because she's only dated a few in the past.
Right.
Well, let's take this one step further.
All right.
Come on.
Maybe you need to quit dating, period.
What?
Because it ain't just Puerto Rican men.
Yeah.
Once you've passed out some explosive sex.
Now, tell me what explosive means, Pastor.
Explosive sex is when right in the middle of it, your mind leaves you. And you have an out-of-body experience.
Oh, really?
It's when you actually standing on the foot of the bed watching yourself go to work.
That's right.
Explosive sex is when the moment comes of ultimate excitement.
Yeah.
You reach over and tear the corners off the fitted sheet.
You can actually do that.
Your toes are dug into the mattress trying to position yourself harder. Sparks is coming up off your toenail.
Thank you, Steve. We got to go. Join me on Facebook Live today at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll be waiting for you. We're going to talk about today's Strawberry Letter. I'll have my fresh strawberry pick of the day, and we'll talk about trending topics. But right now, introduce our girl from the talk, Steve. She is here.
Cheryl Underwood.
Steve Harvey.
One time.
Okay, I got to sort of get serious. Big ups to the players and the owners and the NFL for doing what they supposed to do, taking the knee. And just because we take a knee don't mean we don't have respect for the national anthem. I'm a former Air Force reservist. I put on a uniform to uphold the Constitution of this great nation. The anthem makes me feel good when I hear it, but I'm also part of the population that I believe is being disenfranchised, and I stand with Cap. And for everybody that's talking about the anthem, I'm going to need you to stand your big behinds up when they playing it everywhere if you respect it so much. Because I don't believe, Shirley, that everybody's standing up when the anthem is played and they in their house and they got their nachos in their hand. I don't believe they standing up.
That's right.
No.
So don't hold the players to a different standard than you don't do for yourself.
They don't pay attention to it when they see it on TV.
No.
They at the house chilling.
That's
but they
right.
get in front of everybody else, and here come the front game.
That's right. That's right. And it don't mean we don't love the country, because they always want to say we not patriotic. But we've been fighting in every conflict the United States had, even when we wasn't full citizens, even when we was considered 3/5 of a man, we was fighting in conflict. So don't say we don't love America, because we can go down the list of people that have given their life for this country.
I think it has to be pointed out, though. These people are not kneeling. Stop saying it's disrespectful to our servicemen.
That's right.
Because it has nothing to do with the servicemen and service women.
That's right.
That's not why they're kneeling.
That's right.
People have taken it, and the president even has twisted it.
That's
I was
right.
down here looking at these people who have lost their limbs and for this country, and for how dare them not respect these servicemen. Hey, man, that's not what they're doing.
That's not what this
Great
is about.
sound bite, though. But that's not what it's.
I don't think certain people believe that.
Let's do what we do really well, Steve Harvey, and everybody on this show. So you talking about some SOBs. What you just talked about was me and my mama. So now we got a problem.
Yeah.
When you call somebody some SOBs.
That's right.
We got a
And
problem
that's
right there.
what he's created that.
Yeah.
And then he's talking about you should walk out of those stadiums. So now that has caused some people who are hateful to shout racial insults to these players while they kneeling from up in the stands like they did in the New England Patriots game.
Absolutely.
But that's spurred on because our president promotes divisiveness and speaking out loud. So if you can call the players a son of a it's okay for them to call them the N-word.
Speak on it, Steve Harvey.
That's what's wrong.
Talking
man.
today.
That's crazy.
That's right, and that's not how we do things in America. And I have gotten on my knees for play. Ooh, did I not supposed to say that?
We're not gonna do that.
Sorry,
Hey.
I'm sorry.
This just changed. This changed.
Uh-oh, went too far. Went too far.
All right, thank you, Cheryl Underwood. Sister Odell is coming up next. She will be in the Built at 41 after. We'll be back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, it's that time. Sister Odell is stopping by today.
She coming. She coming. She don't come without the music.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
My Lord. Hey. Hey, touch me. Lord, they did something to me. Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Sister Odell.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, Junior.
Morning, Sister Odell.
Your voice is deepening a little bit.
I'm working on it.
That's good. Good morning. Hi, boy, Tommy.
Yes, ma'am. Sister Odell. How
How's
you
Kate doing? I just was, me and her was out for drinks the other night.
You and my mama? Okay. Yeah, she's doing well. She's very, 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 very good. Still running
You
her
takes
daycare.
good care of her. You's a nice boy towards your mother.
Thank you, man.
Takes her
Thank you.
fishing and everything. You's a good boy. She told me your stupid ass almost flipped him over in the boat too little.
No, I didn't almost flip it over. The guide that we had.
I know, but she said you was out there on the boat too little.
It was a bit small. We shouldn't have been out there. We haven't been out there.
Well, let
since we-
somebody that's taller than you pick out the boat next time.
Okay, I remember that.
My Lord. Hey, good morning, Carly.
Hey, Sister Odell.
How the baby little Tasha doing? She still cheerleading?
Yes, ma'am. She is. She's doing
Is she
good.
the only black on the team?
No.
It's other blacks?
Yes, ma'am. And other minorities. Yes, ma'am.
Just all the kids, multinificus?
Yes. Multicultural team. Yes.
What?
I know
I
what you were
said
trying
that
to say.
multinicity. That's good. To
Yes,
have
ma'am.
Let your baby be exposed to everyone and learn something about everybody. Don't grow up like I did.
How did you grow up?
Just around blacks.
Oh, okay.
But it was not my, it was just, segregation.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what it was. So we had to stay over here.
Yes, ma'am.
A lot of them wanted over here with us because we cooked good and we had good parties. Good morning, Shirley.
Well, good morning, Sister Odell. I was wondering if you were going to speak to me at all today.
I was too.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm glad that you decided to speak, Sister Odell.
Well, you go in and out on me, so I just decided, maybe I'd give it a shot and try to be your friend.
Well, I appreciate
maybe
that.
you need an elderly woman to talk to, give you some guidance
Well,
and
that would
things.
be so nice. That would be
Any
really
questions
nice.
you have for me then? Let's start today.
Well, okay, all right. I did have a question for you. I saw Jane Fonda. You know the actress Jane Fonda?
Sure, I know Jane.
Yeah, she looks beautiful. She looked beautiful last week at the Emmys. She's 79 years old, getting ready to be 80.
Wow.
And she just looks so beautiful. And I was just wondering, so do you, and I was just wondering if you had any beauty secrets for us.
Well, Jane, she been coming to me for beauty tips for a long time, 'cause black don't crack.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And she about to split open like a walnut. So she came to me and I told her,
What did you tell her?
It's things that we knew back from way back in the day, like, putting molasses on your skin. It keeps it nice and tight. She didn't want to try that. She gonna put on some Noxzema. I told her I asked her to dry out. Sat up there and her face started looking like a badminton.
A badminton. She looked beautiful on Ellen.
She does, because she started using that molasses like I told her.
Oh, so she finally did take your advice.
Yeah, Slade's been doing this for years, girl. Molasses is good on your face.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know that.
Another one is like wash your hair in butter.
Wash your hair in butter?
It'll make it butter soft. Don't think it won't.
Oh.
But don't that...
I heard a mayonnaise.
Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. What is you finna say? What is you finna say, fool, who has no hair?
But butter...
Why is you jumping in us women's and we talking about hair and you ain't got
And
none?
beauty secrets.
Is that gonna clog your hair arteries with all that butter? I'm just curious.
Arteries.
You don't swallow
Pores.
the butter, fool. You wash your hair with it.
Well,
Then you a
well,
good
man.
son. It so is a good thing you a good son, because you's a stupid.
Sister Odell, be
I
nice.
apologize, Sister
I am nice, but I'm talking about hair to me, you and Carly, and he jumps in with no hair.
I apologize, Sister.
You might as well try butter. If you'd have tried butter, you might still have some.
Yeah, I've never heard, but I've heard of mayonnaise. I've heard of eggs. I've heard of, things like that, but never butter. But it's
Girl,
worth a try.
eggs and mayonnaise and all that's got butter. Try butter, baby. Why would you not try it?
Oh, it just seems it would be heavy on your hair.
Yeah.
And make your hair oily, the butter. I'm sorry.
But okay, all right, we'll try it.
Keep on watching the white folks commercial. Keep on. Next thing you know, you're going to have some VO5 in your hair. Let me know how that work out for you, too.
So what?
30 seconds. Well, I just got here. I'm so sick of these short breaks.
Well, Sister
I'm
Odell,
not leaving this morning, because y'all ain't even talk to me. I'll be right here when you come out of commercial. I'll be right here. I better will.
well, Sister Odell, okay, all right.
Now, I ain't asking, Shirley.
Yes, ma'am, we'll make it work.
We have other things to do on the show.
Give a damn what? Wait a minute. Oh, here we go again. Little man talking in grown folk conversation.
Okay, well, I'll tell you this, Sister Odell. If you want to hang with us, just hang tight. We'll be back.
I'll go tell Steve.
We have Carla's reality
It's
update.
Steve's show.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
All right, well, I'm gonna do rally upgrade. Me and Carly girlfriend. Hey, Carly.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll
We
be
do
back.
rally up to him is.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It's that time, ladies and gentlemen, for Reality Update with Carla Farrell and guest, Sister Odell.
Hey.
Hey.
I like the gone girlfriend. Let's do it. This is the first time me and you ever done a segment together.
A segment? Yes, ma'am.
That's what I said. There he is.
Tommy.
Short people always in tall folk business.
Because we tall over here. That's right, Sister Odell. Okay, Sister Odell, do you watch Love and Hip Hop Hollywood?
Yes, I
with
watch
that?
that foolishness.
Oh,
Ray
oh,
J?
you do? Okay.
No. Yeah, I watch.
R&B singer Keisha Cole. Okay.
I like her. Ooh, that little girl can sing.
Yeah, I like her too. All
She
right,
should have
here's
been a
the deal.
gospel singer.
She's doing R&B. She's an R&B singer, so she's trying to do her thing. But here's the deal, Sister Odell and the crew. Keisha Cole is curious about her husband's booby love life. Now, I know that's kind of throwing you into something. Keisha and
She's
her
curious
husband.
about her husband's booty.
Booby. His name is Booby.
His name is
Her husband's nickname is Booby.
I feel the same way. You the wife, pull his pants down and take a look at it.
Really, Sister Odell?
If you think something on it, you the wife, you can look at your husband's booty, but his name is Booty.
Booby. B-O-O-B-Y.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Booby. Well, here's the deal. Keisha and her husband He's a former NBA player, Daniel Booby Gibson. But they've been separated, Sister Odell, for a very long time, and they are not officially divorced. But anyway, they're seeing other people, and Keisha Cole has been talking to Booby about his love life and telling him to take things slow. So my question to you, Sister Odell, I mean, I'm really proud of Keisha Cole for doing this because she seems very mature to be able to have this conversation like that. I couldn't do it. I couldn't be as nice.
And me either, sweet.
What kind of advice can you give people that are listening right now? If
You can't cut a man off and then tell a man to slow down.
Oh. Well, take things slow. That's what she was saying.
Because they may take what slow?
His relationship, dating, being on the dating scene.
A man ain't gonna take it slow nowadays. They're out here passing out that thing like it's casino chips.
Yeah, and he used to live with her because they have a son. So they're trying to do the whole co-parenting thing. But I mean, I got to draw the line about us talking about who you dating and seeing other people.
Right. Listen to me.
Technically,
if you're in, you might as well go and get a divorce.
Yeah.
What if we fooling around for? Y'all ain't gonna be together and y'all already seeing each other. Now, once you done been off somewhere and spread your little stuff around, I don't want it no more. I don't want used equipment. I buys everything new. Now, I know, Tommy, this is a conversation you can't jump in.
What you talking about?
Oh, my goodness.
So we talking about new stuff.
I buy new stuff.
What is you bought that was new?
My house. I built that from the ground up. That was new.
But, you know, I heard what you did, though.
What did he do?
He built a new house, but he used all used wood. He went to a house. He went to a house and they was tearing down and bought that wood. I said, hey, this is cheap.
No,
you just what the president said y'all is. You just a cheap some.
Oh, Sister Odell.
You gonna make me take a knee on you. Keep on.
Well, I tell you what, you take a knee on me, you won't get back up. That's for sure.
You are off the chain. Well, let me ask you this. Okay, so you agree with me on the whole Keisha Cole situation with her
husband. That's a little tough. And I love Keisha too, but they need to just go and get a divorce and then let the man do what he gonna do, because he's doing it anyway, sweetie.
Right.
You ain't got to keep having these talks with these men talking about slowing it down. For what? Men's don't go slow.
Booby doing it, though. Booby doing it, trust me.
And the boy named Booty. What you wanted to do?
Booby. B-O-O-B-Y.
What do it make a difference?
Yes, it does. His nickname is Booby. So you got it?
That reminds me of big old Doobie.
Who was Doobie? Who was Doobie? Who was that?
Doobie, that was the Doobie brothers' daddy.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Doobie brothers?
Yeah.
That mixed group?
Yes.
Their granddaddy name was Doobie.
And you knew him, granddaddy?
Did I know him? His name is really not Doobie. His name is Devarius Crenshaw Willingfoot Brothers. And when I got through with him, he was just down to Doobie Brother. Hey, I put on him.
You always do.
What else is going on in your reality thing, Carly?
Okay, well, let me tell you about Being Mary Jane. Now, this is a show.
Being Mary Jane.
Yes, Gabrielle Union is on the show.
Mary Jane.
Yes, Richard Roundtree is on the show.
Huh?
Richard Roundtree is on the show. He plays Mary Jane's daddy. Yes.
Trouble Man was on the show.
Yes, he's on the show. Yes.
Girl, I had a crush on him.
Did you? Back in the
If I could have got my hands on that black leather coat,
then what?
I'd have showed him something.
Well, anyway, let me tell you about Being Mary Jane.
Wouldn't have been Richard Roundtree no more. Would have been Richard Round the house.
Well, Richard Round. Quickly, here's the deal.
I'd have moved his black ass in. I'm trying to tell you, he'd have been Richard Round the house.
Well, he put his wife out. He's decided on the show that he's going to get a divorce with
Richard
his wife.
Roundtree done left his wife?
And all the women
On
from
the
the
church.
church been coming to his house, Sister Odell, dropping off food
I
and
know
dropping
they
off
is.
cakes. Yeah,
I know
trying to
they
get
is.
with 'em.
Low life heifers.
Yeah.
But his wife cheated, though.
She did cheat. She did cheat, and she asked him to
well,
forgive
let me
her.
get some pie over there. I
David,
think I need to run some pie over there to Richard house.
Okay.
We'll
Wait
be
a minute.
back.
Hold on. Did you say?
We'll be
It's a
back.
visual.
Let's go to break. We'll be
ugly.
back with more of Sister Odell and Carla's reality update.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Carla and Sister Odell. So you were saying, Sister Odell, about
Saying
we were
what,
talking
Steve?
about
about
Richard Roundtree. Yeah.
being Mary
Yeah, I
Jane.
didn't know his wife cheated on him.
Well, let me tell you this. Now, his wife cheated on him with Fred Williamson, the Hammer.
Oh, I can see that now. Yeah, Hammer. Lord. Girl. Lord, you know, 'cause me and Hammer's granddaddy used to date.
Oh, what was the granddaddy's name?
Sledge.
Fred Williamson. Yeah.
Good, and he was bigger than a Hammer, too. Lord, jeez.
Wow.
Sledge come in there and tear that whole room up. Lord, have mercy.
So how long did y'all date? You and
Wasn't
Sledge.
long, couldn't take it. 2 weeks, I had to cut him loose. I said, boy, you just in here, you too much. 2 weeks is all I did, and that was it. I said, yeah, I just gave him a pardon gift, and we got on and went our separate ways.
Wow.
You gave him a pardon gift.
Yeah, I gave him a church fan and a pie. Sledge
Is
was
that why
too
you
much.
on a walker? Because of Sledge?
Huh?
Is that why you move around on a walker? Because of Sledge?
So you wants to get personal, do you?
Well, I'm just, I mean, you have a walker. I'm just wondering if this is something that's.
Well, whatever I have, you ain't man enough for it.
Oh, let's just move on. Let's get back
Little
to
fella.
Oh, it's getting ugly up in here.
Ain't never dated nobody in your family. You ain't heard me say that, have you? Short people come from other short people.
All right, so Sister Odell, we were talking
And
about
you
being
heard the
Mary
saying,
Jane.
good things come in small packages. Small people have small packages.
Where you get that from?
I got it from life experiences. I think the question is, where'd you get yours from? Cause Steve tall as hell.
Y'all better get them.
Which once again proves that you ain't in a family.
Whatever.
All Steve kids is taller than you. You know, I told you was adopted. You ain't believe it though, did you?
I'm not adopted. And there's nothing
Boy,
wrong with being
Carla's
adopted,
baby
but I'm
is
not adopted.
taller than you, and she a 7-year-old cheerleader.
She's 9.
She 9 now?
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh, she tiring over this fool.
But can I get back to asking
go
you
ahead.
Yeah,
what
go
would you
ahead,
do?
sweetie.
Okay, so this is what I want to know. What would you bring? All right, so now Paul is getting a divorce. That's Richard Roundtree's character. He's asking for a divorce for his wife, Helen. Now, she came over to the house and tried to cook his favorite meal, bake his favorite cake. She tried to get him back.
She ain't
But all the church women coming over, bringing fried chicken, mac and cheese, greens, the
I
refrigerator was
put them
full
all
of
to
food.
shame, Carl.
What would you
I
wear?
come in
What-
there with a sweet potato pie and
Yes,
a
ma'am.
sack.
What's in the sack? What kind of sack?
I'm in the sack. Girl, you take a burlap sack and cut a loop in it and some arms out and slip it on, put a nice little belt on with it, walk in there with some pumps and a sweet potato pie, he yours.
And then what? Once you're there, then what happens?
Once he there and he eat
You're
that
there.
pie,
Mm-hmm.
he gonna want to see what's in that sack.
Yeah. No, Sister Odell.
And off come the belt, sweetie. Hey, glory!
Thank you, Sister Odell. Thank you, Carla. We'll be back
Shut the door.
right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, reunited, and it feels so good. That's what D. Wade and LeBron James are hoping. After Dwayne Wade inked a one-year deal with Cleveland, it was worth a reported $2.3 million, Steve.
understood.
And really, this comes as no surprise, as most NBA minds felt that was where he would be heading after Wade agreed to a contract buyout with the Chicago Bulls last weekend. The Cavs will be without injured all-star point guard Isaiah Thomas until at least January.
January?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The hell he went and did?
I think he had it. Yeah, he already had a hip injury.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Boy, let me tell you something. Isaiah get healthy. You got D. Wade now. We got Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
We got LeBron James.
Yeah.
We got Kevin Love.
Yep.
We got Jay Crowder.
Come on now.
We got Tristan.
It's stacked.
And we got that boy that hustle. What's that boy? Tall, skinny boy. What's his name?
They're all tall and skinny.
LeBron ain't skinny.
I think ain't y'all still got Kyle Korver too, huh?
Kyle Korver. Who's that boy, the tall boy that be hustling? That must be Tristan Thompson. Yeah.
Is that Khloe Kardashian's
Yeah, that's
man?
Khloe,
Oh,
too.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And they say she's expecting.
Baby daddy, yeah.
Yeah. Chloe is pregnant and Kylie.
Chloe, Kylie, and then Kim.
And Kim.
Yeah, is having a baby through surrogate. Yeah.
3 Kardashian babies on the way.
It's a big family.
Yeah. Man, I got that, but this is not going to be fair in the East.
Not all.
It's not going to be fair at all.
What you mean it ain't gonna be fair?
Because Cleveland finna go back to the finals again.
Boston got a good team though. Boston got a good team. They gonna be competitive, man.
When Isaiah Thomas go back to Boston, do you know the chip he gonna have on his shoulder?
I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
man.
he played when his sister passed, and for them to trade that boy like that, he gonna come with attitude.
Vengeance.
I'd give him the ball the whole game. I wouldn't even take a shot if I was LeBron. Go ahead, dog.
Okay, that's not gonna happen.
Go ahead, little man. Because I know how you feel.
But LeBron will pass the ball.
He
will.
Yeah, LeBron gonna make everybody better.
I think it's great for basketball. I love the way these brothers is collaborating.
Yeah.
That's how Paul George wound up at the Thunder. Carmelo wanted to go to the Thunder, but now he's going to
That's where he is.
He wants to go to the Rockets.
No, I'm sorry. He's going to the Thunder.
Yeah.
Which is going to be some interesting basketball. Nobody's coming out the West over Golden State.
No.
I'm sorry, man. And as bad as I want the Cavaliers to win, and I will be pulling for them, and I will be talking Cavalier trash all year long, Golden State is the team to beat, though. Because them boys nasty, man. I have to give credit where it's due. But the Cavs going to be right back in there with them, though.
Man,
I'll tell you where they won't be going, to the White House after they win the championship
You know what?
next
Ain't
year.
another team going to the White House.
Right.
That's it.
All right, we got to go to break. We'll be back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we go, Steve. Last break of the morning with just one more thing. We talked sports last break. Let's talk it again this break. Tonight, the Green Bay Packers will take on the Chicago Bears at Lambeau Field. Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers is asking fans now to join the team in locking arms and uniting during their game against the Chicago Bears on Thursday Night Football. Take
Now,
a
them
listen.
Packer fans, they going to do whatever the team tell them.
they own it.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Take a listen.
To show love and unity, and this week we're going to ask the fans to join in as well and come together and show people that we can be connected and we can grow together.
You know what? That's a good idea.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Because in the divisiveness that's coming from this White House, and it is divisiveness, because if you can take the time out to admonish players for doing a peaceful protest, but you will not admonish skinheads and Klansmen and Nazis for a violent protest, and got the nerve to say there are good people on both sides. You cannot be in a hate group. You cannot hate a person for being Jewish, gay, black, a minority, an immigrant in this country and call yourself a good person. I'm sorry, man. That's just not a good person. And for him to make that statement, but then turn around and tell people, stop going to games, stop watching these people play, that's divisiveness.
to call these men sons of this came out the president's mouth. It's ridiculous that this comes
from
a man who holds the highest office in the land, one of the most powerful positions. I thought once he got in there that he might live up to the title, or at least try. There's no attempt at living up to the title and the office. And I was talking about this at Family Feud, and a guy yells out, "You have to respect the President of the United States." And I said, "Sir, I do respect the President of the United States. I respect the office of the presidency. Mm-hmm. But in order for you to get my respect, you have to give me respect, just as a man.
Right.
Let's forget your title.
Right.
Man to man, you have to respect me. If you disrespect me, I care less about your title. You can't disrespect me, and I'm just talking about people in general. You can't disrespect another person, and because you have the title, expect respect. If your boss on your job, who is your supervisor, who has the title of an authoritative figure at your job, but that person doesn't respect you, how much respect do you owe him? I'm just curious. And what's happening is we just need for the 45th president to act like the other 44. Mm-hmm. That's all. And after saying that, I would like to issue a statement that I think a lot of people will agree with me. Oh, God, I miss Barack Obama.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Man, you can say that. I just felt the exhale come
Yeah.
out. That felt good.
Oh, dude, I miss George Bush.
Man, I miss Ronald Reagan.
Truth be told,
Yeah,
Junior.
yeah,
I
truth be
miss
told.
George Bush.
Richard
Senior,
Nixon.
Junior. I miss Nixon. Carter.
John Quincy Adams.
Yeah.
I ain't never met him.
I ain't even know Roosevelt. I kind of miss him too.
Come on.
Oh, Jesus. Thank
Clinton.
God for Calvin Coolidge.
Yeah. Grover Cleveland was a pretty good president, man. Oh, man.
I mean, really, this is really crazy. Yeah.
That he has the nerve to call these athletes, these men,
SOBs. Fire the SOBs.
Look, man, that's not, it's nothing presidential. And he's refusing to live up to the position. And it's disheartening because those of us who have kids who are trying to teach our children, we can't even look. Hey, man, do you know how many kids said, I want to be Barack Obama? Mm-hmm. I want to be George Bush. I want to be Ronald Reagan. How many kids said that?
You know how many said I want to be Trump?
Now, there are some people who want to be Trump.
Who the hell is that?
Man, come on, man. He got a
at?
fan base, man, and he knows how to play to it.
Yeah,
Hey, man,
and
he
that's
won
exactly what he's doing. Yeah.
Listen to me. The statement he made. Now, thank God for those NASCAR fans. I said, wait a minute. Versus the NFL, which there are no black drivers hardly on the NASCAR tour. But NASCAR is a great sport, and it's got some great people in it that don't practice racism. But I understand the NASCAR fans standing for the anthem because ain't nothing happening to them. They kids not getting shot. See, whites don't have to worry about when the police stop them, what's going to happen to them. They know they're going to get a ticket or a warning. When you're African American and you get stopped, you're in a tough position, man. Mm-hmm. Because you really don't know how this is going to go.
You got to stay alive at that point. Yeah.
Man, you're trying to think of everything now, man.
Yeah. Every light on in my car.
Mm-hmm.
Every light.
So, we're in a tough spot, but I say to everybody, this is my position. I keep the God in heaven as the head of my life.
Amen.
It's not
brother.
the president.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm cool. I'm really, really cool.
Amen, Steve.
Can I say it now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Have a great weekend.
Yeah.
It's Thursday. It's
Thursday. I don't care what it
That's
is.
when mine started.
Steve Harvey.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old, unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharvey.com. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.